Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Demi Moore, a Hollywood icon of strength, style, and reinvention. Demi Moore stands as one of Hollywood's most enduring and versatile actresses, an icon whose career has spanned over 4 decades. Marked by beauty, boldness, and resilience. From her early breakout roles in the 1980s to her evolution into one of the highest-paid actresses of the 1990s. Moore's story is not just one of stardom but of self-discovery and reinvention. Early life and breakthrough. Born Demetria Gene Guynes on November 11, 1962, in Roswell, New Mexico. Moore's early life was far from glamorous. She endured a turbulent childhood marked by instability and family struggles. Leaving school at 16, she pursued modeling and acting. Driven by determination and an undeniable screen presence. Her early career began with television and minor film roles, but it was St. Elmo's Fire, 1985, part of the so-called Brat Pack era, that catapulted her to fame. Moore's performance captured a generation's restlessness, making her a rising star in Hollywood. Rise to stardom. Moore's career reached new heights in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Her performance in Ghost, 1990, opposite Patrick Swayze became a cultural phenomenon, blending romance and the supernatural in one of the most beloved films of its time. The film's iconic pottery scene remains one of the most memorable moments in cinema history and earned Moore a Golden Globe nomination. She followed with a series of powerful performances in A Few Good Men, 1992, Indecent Proposal, 1993, and Disclosure, 1994. By the mid-1990s, Moore had become one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood, commanding salaries that broke industry records, an accomplishment that reflected both her star power and her role in paving the way for future generations of actresses. Defying expectations. In 1997, Moore shocked audiences and critics alike with G.I. Jane, in which she shaved her head and underwent intense physical training to portray a female Navy SEAL candidate. Though the film received mixed reviews upon release, it has since been reappraised as a feminist statement and a testament to Moore's fearless approach to her craft. After taking a step back from acting in the early 2000s, Moore re-emerged in Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, 2003, proving she could still command attention and confidence alongside a new generation of stars. Personal life and public image. Beyond her career, Moore's personal life has often been in the spotlight. Her marriages to musicians Freddie Moore and Bruce Willis, and later to actor Ashton Kutcher, were widely covered by the media. Despite the public scrutiny, Moore remained focused on her craft and her personal growth. Her 2019 memoir, Inside Out, offered a candid and emotional reflection on her struggles with addiction, body image, and self-worth, earning widespread praise for its honesty and depth. Legacy and influence. Demi Moore's influence extends far beyond the screen. She helped redefine the roles available to women in Hollywood, showing that strength and vulnerability could coexist in powerful harmony. As a producer and activist, she has also supported numerous causes, including the fight against human trafficking through her foundation, Thorn, co-founded with Ashton Kutcher. Today, Moore continues to appear in film and television, including projects like Brave New World and Feud, Capote vs. the Swans, 2024, demonstrating that her creative spirit remains as vibrant as ever. Conclusion. Demi Moore's journey is one of resilience, transformation, and unapologetic authenticity. She has faced challenges both personal and professional, yet continues to evolve, inspiring audiences with her honesty, talent, and determination. In every phase of her career, Moore has embodied the power of reinvention, proving that true stardom isn't about perfection, but about perseverance and truth. Filmography highlights. From 1980s stardom to modern roles, Demi Moore's career reflects both artistic ambition and Hollywood evolution. Across genres, from romantic dramas to psychological thrillers and action films, her performances have consistently pushed boundaries. Below are some of her most notable works. 1980s. The Ascent, Parasite, 1982, one of Moore's first roles, a low-budget sci-fi horror that gave her early exposure. Blame It on Rio, 1984. A controversial romantic comedy that showcased her on-screen charm. St. Elmo's Fire, 1985, the film that made her a household name, portraying a troubled young woman navigating post-college life. About Last Night, 1986, a romantic drama that earned critical praise for Moore's chemistry with Rob Lowe and her portrayal of modern relationships. 1990s, The Superstar Era Ghost, 1990. A cultural phenomenon that solidified Moore's place among Hollywood's elite. Her emotional performance opposite Patrick Swayze made the film one of the decade's biggest hits. A Few Good Men, 1992. Playing a determined Navy lawyer alongside Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, Moore showed her range in one of the decade's most acclaimed courtroom dramas. Indecent Proposal, 1993. A provocative film exploring morality, love, and temptation, co-starring Robert Redford and Woody Harrelson. Disclosure, 1994, a bold performance tackling sexual harassment in the workplace. Opposite Michael Douglas. Striptease, 1996. Though divisive, it became one of her most discussed roles, earning her the highest salary for an actress at that time, $12.5 million. G.I. Jane, 1997. A defining career moment that demonstrated her physical and emotional intensity, earning respect for her commitment and bravery. 2000s. Reinvention and selective roles. After a brief hiatus, Moore returned to acting with a more mature and reflective perspective. Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, 2003. Her comeback as the villainous Madison Lee reminded audiences of her commanding screen presence. Bobby, 2006, a star-studded ensemble drama about the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy. Earning critical acclaim. Flawless, 2007, a stylish heist film co-starring Michael Caine, marking Moore's return to complex, intelligent roles. 2010s to 2020s. A new creative phase. Moore began focusing on independent films, television, and personal projects. Margin Call, 2011, a financial thriller set during the 2008 economic crisis. Widely praised for its ensemble cast. LOL, 2012, a lighter role as a mother navigating a generation gap with her teenage daughter, played by Miley Cyrus. Blind, 2017. A romantic drama that showcased her continuing emotional depth. Corporate Animals, 2019, a dark comedy that displayed her willingness to take risks and embrace satire. Brave New World, 2020. A futuristic series adaptation of Aldous Huxley's novel, marking Moore's return to high-profile television. Feud, Capote vs. the Swans, 2024, playing socialite Anne Woodward. Moore earned critical acclaim for her poise and nuance in Ryan Murphy's acclaimed anthology series. Awards and recognition throughout her career. Demi Moore has received numerous nominations and honors that celebrate her versatility and impact. Golden Globe nomination. Ghost, 1990, Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Drama. People's Choice Awards, Favorite Dramatic Motion Picture Actress, 1991. MTV Movie Awards, multiple wins and nominations for performances in Ghost, A Few Good Men, and Indecent Proposal. Hollywood Film Award, 2011, for Margin Call, Ensemble Cast. Various humanitarian honors, recognizing her advocacy work against child exploitation and trafficking. Personal growth and philanthropy beyond Hollywood, Moore has continually used her platform for advocacy and change. In 2012, she co-founded Thorn, an organization that develops technology to combat child sexual exploitation and online abuse. The foundation has been widely praised for its innovative, results-driven approach. Moore's openness about her struggles with addiction, mental health, and body image has also made her a figure of inspiration. Her 2019 memoir, Inside Out, became a New York Times bestseller and was celebrated for its honesty, vulnerability, and empowerment message. Cultural impact. Few actresses have had as profound an influence on both Hollywood and popular culture as Demi Moore. She was among the first female stars to command multi-million-dollar salaries, challenging gender pay inequality in the entertainment industry. Her bold film choices, coupled with her personal reinvention and resilience, have made her an enduring symbol of strength and grace. Moore also helped redefine what it means to age in Hollywood, embracing maturity with confidence and authenticity. She has become an advocate for self-acceptance, continuing to inspire audiences with her beauty, wisdom, and determination. Conclusion. Demi Moore's life is a testament to transformation. From her early struggles to her reign as one of Hollywood's most powerful leading ladies, and now as a respected author and activist, she has navigated fame with courage and introspection. Her journey reminds us that true artistry isn't defined by glamour alone, but by growth, endurance, and authenticity. At every stage, Demi Moore has proven that she is not just a star but a force, ever evolving, ever shining, and forever iconic. Relationships, family, and motherhood. Demi Moore's personal life has often been as closely followed as her career, yet behind the headlines lies a story of deep love, family bonds, and personal resilience. Her relationships and experiences as a mother have profoundly shaped who she is today, both as a woman and as an artist. Early relationships and marriage to Freddie Moore in 1980, at just 17. Demi married musician Freddie Moore, who was 12 years her senior. She later adopted his last name, which she kept professionally even after their divorce in 1985. That marriage marked the beginning of a lifelong journey of self-exploration, one that she would later write about with clarity and honesty in her memoir Inside Out. Marriage to Bruce Willis. A Hollywood power couple in 1987, Moore married Bruce Willis, one of the biggest action stars of the era. The two became one of Hollywood's most famous couples, balancing superstardom with a shared commitment to family. They had 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah Bell Willis, who became the center of Moore's world. Despite the intense media attention surrounding their relationship, the pair managed to maintain a sense of normalcy for their children. After over a decade of marriage, Moore and Willis separated in 1998 and officially divorced in 2000. Remarkably, they remained close friends and devoted co-parents, often celebrating holidays and milestones together even decades later. Their continued friendship became a model of post-divorce harmony in Hollywood, an example of how respect and shared love for one's children can transcend the end of a marriage. Marriage to Ashton Kutcher. A relationship in the spotlight in 2005, Moore married actor Ashton Kutcher, 15 years her junior. Their relationship attracted intense public scrutiny, with the media often focusing on the age difference. Despite that, the couple appeared deeply connected, blending their families and even co-founding the nonprofit Thorn, dedicated to combating child exploitation. Their marriage ended in 2013, but Moore later reflected on the relationship as a period of growth and introspection. In Inside Out, she discussed the challenges of identity, self-worth, and the complexities of love when lived in the public eye. Family bonds and reconnection. Moore's bond with her daughters has been central to her healing and growth in recent years. Her three daughters, Rumor, born 1988, Scout, born 1991, and Tallulah, born 1994, have all spoken openly about their admiration for their mother's strength and honesty. After periods of estrangement during Moore's struggles with addiction and recovery, the family reunited with renewed closeness. Their joint appearances, social media posts, and candid interviews reflect a deep, supportive relationship built on understanding and forgiveness. In 2023, Demi became a grandmother when Rumor Willis gave birth to her daughter, Luetta. Moore embraced this new chapter with joy, often sharing her excitement about being a hot grandma and celebrating the continuation of her family's legacy. Health, recovery, and self-reflection. Demi Moore's path hasn't been without hardship. Over the years, she has faced battles with addiction, eating disorders, and emotional trauma, much of which she has spoken about courageously. Her willingness to confront these struggles publicly has inspired many. In her memoir and various interviews, Moore has been transparent about her journey toward sobriety and healing. She's credited therapy, spirituality, and reconnecting with her daughters as crucial steps in her recovery. Her openness helped destigmatize conversations about mental health and body image in Hollywood, especially for women navigating fame and aging under public scrutiny. Moore also became a passionate advocate for self-acceptance and female empowerment, often emphasizing that her greatest transformation was internal, not external. Fashion, influence, and legacy in pop culture. Demi Moore has long been considered a fashion icon. From her minimalist red carpet looks to her bold style choices, she embodies effortless elegance and confidence. Throughout the 1990s, she became one of the most photographed women in the world, her fashion statements influencing trends across Hollywood. Her 1991 Vanity Fair cover, photographed by Annie Leibovitz, became one of the most famous magazine covers in history. Moore, 7 months pregnant, posed nude and radiant. The image was groundbreaking, redefining how society viewed pregnancy, beauty, and femininity. It remains one of the most iconic and influential photographs ever published. Moore's legacy in fashion continues today, as she regularly appears at major events like Paris Fashion Week and collaborates with global luxury brands. She has aged gracefully in the public eye, proving that style and confidence have no expiration date. Modern career and continued relevance. In the 2020s, Demi Moore has gracefully entered a new chapter of her career. Rather than chasing blockbuster fame, she has focused on meaningful, artistic projects. Her role as Anne Woodward in Feud, Capote vs. the Swans, 2024, earned critical acclaim, highlighting her poise and emotional complexity. She has also ventured into entrepreneurship, launching wellness and lifestyle initiatives that align with her personal philosophy of balance and authenticity. Far from retreating from the spotlight, Moore continues to evolve, embracing her age, her experiences, and her hard-won wisdom. An enduring icon of strength and reinvention. Demi Moore's life reads like a modern myth, filled with triumphs, heartbreaks, and transformation. She has faced adversity with unflinching honesty and emerged stronger, redefining what it means to be a woman in Hollywood and beyond. Her influence can be seen not just in the roles she's played, but in the women she's inspired, actresses who now command respect, power, and creative freedom once reserved for men. More than a movie star, Demi Moore is a symbol of endurance, grace, and evolution, proof that true beauty lies not in perfection, but in persistence and self-acceptance. Inside Out, the memoir that redefined Demi Moore's legacy. When Demi Moore released her memoir, Inside Out,
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.